I thought we were friends. You're a small piece now. A guy talking for me.
Hey guys, welcome to the newest episode of Bluray Tuesday with Terrell. We're back for another episode. Happy New Year to everybody again. See, I don't feel like it's 2024 yet. I'm at work and I still be writing 2023. Ain't that crazy? Y'all still do that? Because I sure do. We got lots to talk about. We're gonna get into Night Swim. That was shit. We're gonna talk about it. Some Blu-rays that I picked up this week. Movies that I had to catch up on from last year. And we got some Tubi movies to talk about. And a crazy Japanese doll movie. Do y'all get... Oh, stay tuned, because we don't get into some shit. First thing I do want to talk about this episode is Cat Williams. Y'all, I'm late. This happened at the top of the year. Cat Williams was on the Cache show, or I don't know how you call it, the Shay show. Cache? Shay, who cares? Shannon, I think is his name.
One of the great funny men of our generation and any generation, Mr. Cat Williams.
So he interviewed Cat Williams. So I saw all the clips. Cat Williams had everybody coming out the woodwork. Tiffany Haddish, Ice Cube. He had Cedric the Entertainer. He had all these people coming out trying to tell their side because Cat Williams sipped that cognac, sat back like a true Virgo that he is, and spilled tea. So I listened to all 2 hours and 45 minutes of this shit. But Cat Williams, I love Cat Williams. Remember him from Friday After Next, his first feature.
Woo! That was like the Matrix.
All the comedians that he talked about, they all were on this show in the past. So Cat Williams comes on to clear shit up because Virgos, facts, like, bitch, you lying. So I'm gonna call you out and give you the real tea. There's a lot of standouts. Like I've been saying for the past week now, that's a fat phase on lie. I'm still in it just like Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey still jokes, I can too. I didn't even know that Steve Harvey, in the Steve Harvey show back in the day on WB, was wearing a fake hair, that little top thing. I didn't know that. Ooh. He just talked shit about everybody, and I just loved it. It was so funny. Illuminati was brought up, and that was crazy to me because I have not seen Ludacris with sideburns at all, so it's kind of an interesting story. His hair's cut off, and he hasn't done any movies besides The Fast and Furious, which they're at number 11's coming out, because 10, they broke that up into 3 movies. So they might make it to the 20 movies that this man's talking about. He got all this money only doing Fast and Furious movies. I had a good time watching this. Y'all should check it out if y'all haven't. So the first movie that I got last week that I talked about that dropped is Pig Killer. I reviewed this on Bluray Tuesday in the past. I didn't really like this movie. Basically, there's this man who wears this pig mask. He be killing bitches and he be raping them and shit. So they put this on Blu-ray. I saw this in the theater here in San Francisco. Dark Sky put this out. I don't know, it felt long to me. It has the Busey, Gary Busey? What Busey? It's one of the Buseys.
Call me Piggy.
Piggy?
He weird as This is based on a true story who this guy would pick up hookers. I guess he would do what he do with them, kill them. I don't know. But this movie, I wasn't really into that much, but I want to finish it. I didn't finish it, I walked out. I had somewhere to be. I got this at Diabolique DVD, so shout out to them. Amazon is selling it too, but you only get it with a basic little, slipless version. I love the slipcover, so I ordered it. So yeah, so check that out if y'all haven't. All right, another one I saw in theaters, I think around the same time, was Satanic Hispanics. Now this is a good one. Now this one I like. This is an anthology film. It's all Latino directors. There's like gory stories. There's like a goofy one with this Dracula dude. That was pretty funny. This movie was great. And I definitely am gonna rewatch this one because I actually had a lot of fun in the theater with this one. I did not think I would. There's not that many bonus features. They have commentary. They have Dread Talk. This is also a Dread film, so it's also number 49 in their series. Dread Central puts out their Blu-rays. Usually when they first come out, they're pretty cheap on Dread Central or epicpictures.com, for like $14.99 for their releases, and then it goes up to like 20 or 22 or something like that. So I did get this when I first went up. And it also has theatrical posters. I don't know why you want digital posters, but that's what's on this. Also, if you don't want to purchase it off the bat, Shudder does have that. Get your Shudder. All right, another one I got last week, real quick. This came out weeks ago, but I'm a fan of DC. I love Batman, I love the Batman villains. Harley Quinn is awesome, and I like Poison Ivy. And they have a little lesbian relationship in this. This is the TVMA release of Harley Quinn, the complete 3rd season. I watched season 1, I did not finish season 2. Ugh, I know, I can't keep up with shows, but I'm gonna get caught up, so I got this because it was on sale. It came with the slip, it has all 10 episodes. Season 4, I think, just ended, so I'm sure they're gonna release that next. There's no bonus features, which is weird, but I love Harley Quinn. She's great, and if y'all have seen this, let me know what y'all think. Harley Quinn, season 3. Last year, a movie came out that a lot of people were telling me, oh, hey, you should check this out. Even Sador from my I Love Money season, her ass even watched, and I thought it was a joke, because, dirty asses. This movie is called Slotherhouse. This movie is horrendous in a way, but I loved it. Let me tell you, this would definitely be a contender if I didn't already do my top 5 per se. This might have possibly been in it. I don't know, actually, maybe top 10. It's about this girl. She's at a college, right? She, obviously, it's about a sorority sisters. Basically, it opens up this loft. She's just slowly crawling a branch, And then an alligator runs up out. I don't know how alligators could jump, but they jump. Whoosh, and he took the sloth up out the tree. Because you see the water rumbling, and then you see the sloth come back up, and then the alligator did. So this is a super sloth. This is a Spy Kid sloth. I don't know, he got something wrong with him, but he's powerful. Or she, it's a girl, I'm sorry, I'm misgendering the sloth. There's these people that go into the jungle and they shoot the big sloth and they kidnap the bitch and they take her to some place. I don't know. And then it cuts to these two girls. The main girl, Emily, who the f is Emily? It's the bitch in this movie. She's with this other girl and they're like, oh my God, we gotta go buy these. They're shopping in the mall and they're taking pictures, they're posting selfies. They only care about their likes and their social medias. Mind you, the beginning of this movie, every character that pops up, you see their status on Instagram. You see how many followers they got, and it shows you if they're a good or a bad person based on that. Like, okay, this person's a stupid person, you get no followers. Every character that pops up, like Emily, Brittany, Tiffany, all these bitches, you see all their likes and what they got. The main girl, Miss Emily, don't have that many likes because she's not as, out there as the other girls. And there's this dog, or it was a cat, I can't remember, but it was missing and it almost got hit by someone, so she rescued it. This weird, gross-looking, hillbilly-looking man was in the mall. He looked old as shit, but he was sitting there, and he's like, oh, you saved that animal. She's like, oh yeah, I don't hurt animals. Animals are everything to me. I was like, oh my God, this bitch is stupid. He was like, oh, well, if you want to get your likes up, you should get a sloth. So he told her how he has this sloth, and if she wants to purchase this sloth off of him, it could really make her following go up. She was like, a sloth? Who would want a sloth? And she's seen pictures of this girl, the queen bee. She posted pictures with tigers, bears, and shit, and she's talking about, oh, and she got hella likes with this tiger. It was CGI though. I don't know. She probably AGI. What is it? Where you AI your face with the animal? It was fake. It looked very fake. She didn't take a picture of that damn tiger. They were too close. Like the circle of life, they would have ate this bitch. She took him up on this offer. She took a car. She'll think about it. Queen bitch. Okay, this is stupid. This girl, she's mean to everybody. Everybody worships the ground she walks. The queen bee, and I love it though. I like the bitches.
Gross! I don't make dirty martinis anymore. Oh, Grandma. Alyssa! Yeah, Janet? Why are you ruining my life? Thanks. Hey. Gross! Come on. Cheers, Scraps.
She's running for president, and she's like, how many people are voted for me? How many people like her likes and shit? Nobody else is running against her. So Miss Emily, she wants to run against her, but she's scared. She don't want to ruffle feathers with the queen bee. She's trying to think of ways to get followers to rival this bitch. She calls the man and says, hey, tomorrow I'm gonna go pick up the sloth. She's like, okay, cool. So he goes to feed it, and the sloth kills him. Let me tell you, this is the cutest sloth I've ever seen. I want one. But she has these claws, and she was like, she's smart too.
Hey, watch your claws, buddy.
I don't want to spoil too much, but basically she gets a sloth and everyone falls in love with her. She tries to run for president. The girls in the sorority start dying one by one because the queen bee is jealous. So she has her minions try to steal the sloth and get rid of it. So they try to throw him outside in the rain. Nope, that sloth came right back up in this place. This sloth, it's slow, but it moved fast. This sloth drove cars, made an Instagram, it hashtag killer sloth. It took selfies with the kills. It was amazing. He killed a lot of people in this movie. Basically what ticked off the sloth, because he was really nice to Emily, or she, I keep f***ing this up, she, M-she-you. All right, so she, the sloth, was on, mind you, the old man that sold her the sloth that got killed, so when she went to go pick up the sloth the next day, I f***ed this up. He was already dead, but she didn't know, but she walked up in and stole it. Why you stealing the sloth, bitch? So the man who got killed, who stole the sloth in the first place, his name is O Exotica. Ain't that like fish? What's that man on Netflix? Period. Joe Exotic. They copy, bitch. Y'all crazy. This movie's amazing. The sloth was he liked the girl, but then oh shit, why I keep calling it a he? The sloth liked Emily, so he got on the computer like. Just like, oh, I fucked up my movie. Oh my God, what am I doing? It was going like this on the computer, and he looked up Emily's Instagram, and guess what he found? Because when she met him at the mall, she took a selfie, because when she saved the dog, he's like, oh, you should take a picture with me and tag me at O Exotica. You might get lots of likes, and if you get money from this, don't forget about me, some shit like that. I don't know, who cares? It was irrelevant. That picture was on her Instagram, and the sloth saw it. And the sloth didn't like him. So she was like, so she got mad. Her eyes went, it was weird. Y'all gotta watch it. This Sloth is amazing. So it's on Hulu for your viewing pleasure as well. So if y'all wanna go watch Slotherhouse, go watch it. I wanna talk about a movie this is the movie that I want to talk about that arrived slipless. And I had to complain to Amazon and they sent me a new one. I don't like this slipless shit. What am I gonna do with this? So the reason I wanted this movie looks stupid as by the way, but this is on Screenbox and this is called Onyx the Fortuitous. Hold on, cut that. It's called Onyx the Fortuitous Talismans of Souls. Yeah, it sounds stupid. I saw the trailer for this. Apparently he's a comedian.
Sometimes, I'll get a boner from something that astounds, terrifies, or confuses me. I don't know. I call this phenomenon a confusing boner.
I don't know, but I'm a collector, bitch, and I collect all the Screenbox releases, and it's numbered on the side. Kind of like the Vestron series. The numbers are all chaotic because those numbers are, because Terrifier I think was number 2, the Pennywise documentary was number 1, and then part 3 was, I don't know, because it's confusing because the next thing that came out was the Robert Englund thing and that was like number 12, and this shit is number 18. So I'm confused, so am I getting these out of order? But then every Tuesday I look when Screenbox releases a feature. If y'all know, please give me the answer. This is number 18, this is a horror comedy. I don't know what this is about. I think Barbara Crampton's in this movie somewhere. He doesn't look funny to me. I want to watch it because I want to trash it hopefully on this show if I don't like it, so stay tuned. But it is called Onyx the Fortuitous and the Talisman of Souls. That up. So collector's edition. All right, y'all, so the next movie I want to talk about, I had my first 2024 theater experience, and it was to go see Night Shit, aka Night Swim. I did not like this movie. Amityville Pool, aka the swimming pool, the way of the water. I don't know, this movie is stupid as I would say it's better off if you watch the trailer. That's a better movie. Blumhouse put this movie out in January, so that makes sense. January usually doesn't have great features, but this movie is about a haunted pool that possesses people and it has healing powers. Like if you get in the pool and you got like a broken leg, your leg gonna be fixed. It opens up with this little girl. She has a sick brother. I guess he has a cheap ass $1.25 tree boat that's in the water. And she was like, oh, let me just get up in the middle of the night to go get this out the swimming pool, you dumb bitch. You're stupid. Who wakes up at 2 in the morning to go get a boat out of pool? You that bitch, you couldn't sleep? She falls in the pool and basically a demon gets her. I don't know, a haunted pool. It's an awful CGI ghost that lives in this pool. It had a lot of setup for different things that could have paid off really well, and they never executed any of them. It was really slow, bad CGI things that were happening. The most tense moment was the Marco Polo scene that you've seen in the trailer.
Ronan, Marco.
Why aren't you saying anything?
I didn't care about any of the characters. I couldn't find anything that I liked about it. I like water. When I was, when I was younger, I used to like, my little swimming classes and stuff, but I don't think that the swimming pool was scary, maybe. I don't know. It was stupid. And the ghost in the little well, it was like, Marco. Like, it was not scary. And Blumhouse shows everything in the trailer anyways. I wanna know what y'all thought of Night Swim because I didn't like it. Maybe y'all will. So this week is Mean Girls. Next week is Founders Day. The next slasher, Whodunit, which I'm excited for that. I heard good things about that. All right, you guys, I wanna talk about a movie that I watched off the whim. This movie should have been on Tubi. I feel like it will be in the future, but it is on Amazon Prime. And this one's called A Weekend to Forget. This movie is like a Nigerian horror thriller type of thing. And I like this kind of movie. It's basically, it's like a Tubi movie. It has a Tubi setup. It opens up with a big old man f***ing this girl. He was getting it in. I've never seen a big man like that. He was f***ing this girl. He was getting it in. This is the way the movie opens. And you got these people bust in the room and he was mid, so they cock block him. So they're like, oh, you owe me X, Y, and Z. I don't know what they were there for. I guess he owed them money or drugs or something. I don't know. The girl's all like scared, like, oh my God, I was getting my pussy, Yes, they do. She rolls off the bed and they get the man, they pull the blankets back. The crime boss sitting down like, where my shit? He got his 2 men in black. Look like the men in black. They have the shades and the tuxes on. And then they grab his dick and girl, castrated him.
I thought we were friends. You're a small piece now. A guy talking for me.
This is the opening movie. Hopefully that was for the end of his life because he could be f***ing them all the way. That was his last. Then it cuts to the same crime dude and his daughter, beautiful woman. She walked up. She's like, hey, daddy. She's going on a trip with her new boyfriend. He's like, oh, well, you can't drive in that. How about you take my car? So he pulls up this little Escalade and she's like, oh, daddy, I can't have to do that.
Daddy, what are you doing?
My dear, you can take my car.
They basically take that car, and then the dad was talking to the boyfriend, making sure you keep his girl safe, right?
And
Thank you, sir.
bring her back without a scratch.
Of course. No problem.
Hello? I was not talking about the car.
This stupid man, he thought he was talking about the car. He was like, oh, your car will be good, you'll be good. He said, no, Nick, I'm talking about my daughter. And then there's two other couples. So basically, this is a friends retreat. These friends haven't seen each other in many, many years and all meeting up for this weekend event because the host, who's the cousin of the boyfriend from the main girl from the crime boss man, they're all going there because he has something that he wants to bring to the table for this group where they can get money and stuff. The next couple is a movie star and his girlfriend, fiance, let me fix that. And then the last couple is this main dude and his wife who are trying to have a kid. So it opens up with her, she opens up a drawer full of pregnancy tests. And I was like grossed out because I'm sure that drawer smells like straight up piss. Girl, that's nasty. You have a whole drawer full of piss. Ain't that how it works? Don't you pee on the stick? And she had them all thrown in there. Like, bitch, why you want to remind yourself that you're not pregnant? He's shooting blanks, bitch. I don't understand. So as it goes on, they're all going to the house. Ooh, the drama. So let me tell you, this drama. So this is a good movie. So much drama. The main character is basically the girl who's the crime boss's daughter. She's dating this new dude, but she reaches out. You know the girl that's trying to get pregnant? Her man, she used to date. They were in the kitchen. He's like, oh, I just want to make sure you're not going to talk or say nothing. She was f***ing him. They just broke up a week ago. He was f***ing her a lot, outside the marriage, and she's pregnant by him. So I was confused. You got this whole other boyfriend, he bringing you to a f***ing retreat. You must have just met him, because if you were f***ing the married man and you pregnant by him, the wife may or may not know, but they all together. And then you have the other group. The girl knew him too. The model that's with the girl, the fiance, he used to be a porn star. And he was so mad when she called him by his porn star name. And he was like telling his girlfriend, the girlfriend's like, I'll handle it. Every character in this movie basically has a reason to kill this girl and not like this girl. And she's like the bad bitch of the house. The porn star dude, I was like, I don't understand. Like, you're a movie star and you have porn. Who cares? People have OnlyFans nowadays. Unless it was gay porn. I ain't gonna say if it's not. The power goes out. You hear a loud scream. And guess who's found dead?
Did you hear that?
The crime boss's daughter is dead in the pool. It's another night swim situation. Was it the ghost of night swim? I don't know. Y'all gotta watch. So now all the friends, they're all together. They all are trying to figure out who killed the bitch. But they all have a reason to kill her, so you don't know. And girl, let me tell you how gagged I was when I watched this movie. Because you're never gonna guess who the fucking killer is. I watched this and I was, oh, it's this person, that person, it might be this person. Oh, this movie does a really good job by throwing you for a loop. I'm not gonna spoil it, but when it gets to the end where you finally find out who the killer is, oh man, I was like, oh, and this end credit scene, there's a part that I thought they didn't end on because I was like, there's a lot of loopholes here. This movie's great, so I just want to talk about it. A Weekend to Forget. Everyone wanted to kill this girl because she knew too much. She was Cat Williams. All right, we have one more movie I'm gonna talk about, you guys. I've been on a slasher hype. As you can see, this is the slasher episode / swimming pool episode. Oh wow, yeah, Night Swim and A Weekend to Forget had to do with swimming pools, people dying. The next one I'm gonna talk about has no pools in it, but it takes place at a camp, and it's called The Japanese Doll. So this movie is Japanese movie, obviously. Sorry. You had to read, it has subtitles. This movie is marketed as a love letter to North American slasher. So it's very much like Chucky mixed with Friday the 13th. So it opens up with this little girl and she has a doll. She just shakes it. She says, grow bigger, grow bigger. I'm like, oh my God. She just kept talking about getting bigger. I'm like, girl, what you want to get bigger? You're 12 years old. She was 8. You're too young for this. Talking about get bigger. What you want this doll to get bigger for? And I don't know. And it cuts to these two little characters, these little wholesome little characters. There's this girl, Yuko or some shit. I don't remember. I have one of them. And Masato. Yeah, Masato. Yeah, and they be going to the park and they do photography. They've been friends like all their life or some shit. But then, like, I think he secretly likes this girl, but he's scared because he's so timid and she's so like wholesome and angelic. They go back home after they do the little photography, and they get home. There's this red envelope with Japanese letters on it that say "Open me" or some shit. So they open it. There's no return address, and it says, "Hey, you can get 100,000 yen. I think it was yen if you come to this event at this camp." I'm like, okay, well, this is weird. I want the money though, so let's go. As they go, there's a doll on the porch, and the doll is staring at them. It's a doll from the beginning. It's like, grow bigger, and it will smile. Stay tuned because it gets bigger. They go to the camp, and you have all these people sitting here. You have the two girls that they lesbians, girl. They were in this movie. You got the dude, the jockey guy that pees a lot. Oh, Sir Pees a lot is weird. He peed too many times in this movie. He went to the jungle to pee. Well, I'll get to that part. Hold on. He peed too much. And then you got an old man that's there. And he's like, I'm just here for the money. Because the two girls are like, ew, you're old. Get away from us. I was like, why are all these young girls doing like old ass men? He might have some money for you, bitch. Maybe not, because he's here for the $1,000 yen. And then you got this old lady that walks out saying, all right, so she gives them a tour of the whole campsite, and then she gives them all their little yen in a little envelope. And then the dude is like, oh, I'm leaving, I got my money, little old man, because all he wanted to do was drink sake. I didn't know sake came in a can, like a beer. Off topic. And the woman's like, nope, there's nowhere to go. So the car is gonna come get them the next day, so they have to stay a whole day. They all think that this place looks familiar. Come to find out, bitch, they all were there when they were kids. Not the old guy, he used to work there, but all the other characters, like the other 6 or 7 people, they were all there when they were younger. They didn't know because there's this little photo album this old lady gave them, and the photo album had pictures, and they realized there's one girl missing. The little girl from the beginning, talking about grow bigger, and then they have flashbacks. Basically, it's like the 80s ones with the slashers or whatever, where there's a group of kids who are really mean to a girl and she ended up dying or something and something comes back. That's what this is. As you watch the movie, you see dolls in the background staring. But is it a doll? Is it a curse? Or is it a person in a costume? This is what confused me, because the doll was this small and it got bigger, and the head got huge. This movie is insane. This doll gets bigger and bigger, and they be chasing them with little barbecue forks, chainsaws, and it's so funny. A lot of chase scenes, a lot of dolls running after people. With Sir Peas a lot, I thought his dick was gonna cut off because he peed so damn much, but she killed his ass. She just like cut his neck with some little chain thing. Very Thanksgiving John Carver. Cut his head off and the blood went all over where the pee was. Spoiler alert. And instead of like, usually in the 80s movies, you have the guy and the girl and they die. This time the 2 lesbians, they were f***ing. Well, I didn't know they were lesbians. They gooped and gagged me because those the prissy girls calling that man old. And they're always on social media taking pictures and shit and posting. They're getting all these notifications. But basically they were f***ing. It's a good revenge story, cool little slasher, a lot of kills, a little shock, a lot of chasing, and they want to pay homage to 80s horror. The next movie I want to talk about is Suitable Flesh. This just dropped on Blu-ray finally this week. Again, I talked about this a few episodes ago when I reviewed this, and Joe Lynch, the director of this film, actually reached out like, oh, I'm sorry you didn't like my movie and all this, blah, 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 blah. I'm not gonna talk about this anymore. Heather Graham was on Adam Green and Joe Lynch's podcast this past Monday, and they talked about this film. It was just really weird to me because Joe Lynch was talking about how his film is certified fresh. The way this looks like kind of weird and cheap and weirdly lit to me when we streamed it, and he was all gung-ho for the way this movie looked and the way it was, and yeah. And if you go on Letterboxd, I guess people were saying how, oh, I gave this 5 stars because Joe told me to. Joe was trying to get y'all to get this certified fresh. So girl, I heard that podcast. That was a fat phase-on lie. So he did say on the podcast talking about, oh, well, the Blu-ray is coming out, and I will say the Blu-ray, you're gonna get the best lighting, the way it should look. Oh yeah, the streaming. And in my head, I'm like, girl, you were just gung-ho about all this shit like a few weeks ago when we were talking about this shit and the way things was looking. It feels like I'm trashing him, but I like Joe Lynch. I liked Wrong Turn too. And then this one was just okay. And it's like, I thought I would love it because it has Barbara Crampton. I love Heather Graham. I love the other dude he gave me gay vibes. I forgot his name. Judah Lewis. I don't know, it was a kinky movie, it has some sex in it, but I got it for the collection. It was $14.99 on Amazon, so I did pick this up. I did support you, Joe Lynch, regardless of what you think of this. Check this out if y'all haven't seen it yet. It's also, I think, streaming on Shudder, or if it's not, it's coming, because he did mention this on the podcast. Closing out my Blu-ray Tuesdays pickups of this week is a movie I don't know anything about, but it's called They Turned Us Into Killers. So, this stars Taryn Manning, who I love, and it has Scout Taylor Compton, who I used to love, and it has Kane Hodder, who everyone loves, but he's probably only in this for 2 seconds. This movie just dropped this week, don't know anything about it. Basically what this says is it's about a girl's best friend hunts down those responsible for an assault leading up to a tragic. So I guess one of these women were tragically assaulted or something. I guess they killed themselves because of it, and the other girl is going to get revenge to kill him. Or maybe it's not either one of these girls, maybe a different girl. Who knows? There's no bonus features on this release. I'm gonna check it out. I mean, the review will be coming soon for this one. I blind bought this one, but it was horror. It's really slow this January. Other things that released today, Neon put out an exclusive book version of Old Boy, which is really cool in 4K. Blood Rain, if you guys are into that. I like the games. I don't remember the movie too much. Massacre Video put out an exclusive digibook version 4K upgrade for its 25th anniversary, which is kind of cool. I didn't know it was that long ago they made this movie. But yeah, it was kind of light today for Blu-rays. The next couple weeks is the same thing. I picked up last week, I said when Thanksgiving was coming out, in 2 weeks. It comes out January 26th, at the end of the month. February is a big release week or month. Stay tuned. Don't forget to listen to the Overlook Hour. They go into more depth on Night Swim if you guys want to hear other perspectives. I will see you guys next week. Thank you guys for watching my ass. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.